Mario Craver's had a great start to 2025, his first season at Texas A&M. We're going to look at what he did last week against Mississippi State, his former team. He finished with 8 touches, 115 total yards, and a touchdown. As always, you guys let me know what you think about Mario Craver, whether it's about him, what he's doing right now for the Texas A&M Aggies, or if it's about his NFL upside. Feel free to just want to talk about these football players. So what I noticed with Mario Craver, right, at 5'9", 165, of course we're going to talk about him being undersized. How does he make up for that? Of course, at 5'9", you're probably going to be a bit more athletic than the majority of wide receivers. I think Mario Craver does a really good job utilizing himself being 5'9". What do I mean by that? Having a small target's a bad thing until he gets the ball in his hands. Then you'd rather be smaller. It's harder to get a hand on him. And I think we see that with Mario Craver, the way that he runs the ball, not only the athletic traits that he has, but I think the elusiveness in the open field, the understanding of, how to create yards after carries, So right away, it's really easy to manufacture touches for him because this guy can do a lot of things with the ball in his hands. But then we're going to talk about the upside of him as a route runner, him as a slot receiver. We're going to see a lot of that change of direction ability throughout this tape. But here it is again, that elusiveness, once he gets the ball in his hand, all of a sudden it's a good thing that he's 5'9", because it's really hard to get a hand on him. This is the same play, just a different angle on the jet motion here. You have to respect Mario Craver's top end, right? We know this dude's going to run well at the 40-yard dash whenever he decides to come out and go into the NFL. You have to respect him taking the top off the defense. So all of a sudden you have to respect that. Look at the way he's able to just stop on a dime, come back to the ball. There is a whole lot of separation here. Right now, it doesn't matter that Mario Craver's 5'9" when it's not a contested catch. I say that about Malachi Toney all the time at 5'10", true freshman, what he's doing for Miami. Doesn't matter that he's 5'10". He's getting so dang open that it's kind of hard to not put the ball in the money. I understand the drawbacks of being an undersized wide receiver, but once he gets the ball in his hands, like I said, all of a sudden it becomes really slippery, really elusive. So that's him using the 5'9" to his advantage. And, like I said, here they are on these jet sweeps. I don't think he's really been a big part of what they do rushing-wise, but I totally, if this is a dude on my team, I love getting him the ball in his hands. How explosive he is, sure. We see the athleticism, but then, just kind of that wherewithal to cut this back up the field. Man, I'll tell you, there's a lot of receivers that have similar athletic profiles to Mario Craver at 5'9", great athletes, but you'll just see some guys just, not know to cut this to the left, and they'll just go out of bounds. And yeah, it's a 30-yard gain, but Mario Craver does a good job reading that stock block downfield. That's what it is he sees this block go outside, so he goes inside. Adds another 15 yards, to that. So we're talking about him as a gadget. That's one thing, but I think this is a high-end gadget type guy with upside as a wide receiver as well, guy that is going to create separation at the next level. That was my 2 cents on Mario Craver. If you want to leave your 2 cents somewhere, please check out we-draft.com. It lets you give him a draft grade, what round you think he's going to go and what you think he does well, what you think he does not well. So please check out that website, we-draft.com. I appreciate you guys watching.